President Obama's legacy is on the line, and he's putting in the footwork to preserve his signature law, Obamacare. Joining us now is Tim Carney, commentary editor with the Washington Examiner. That's a new title for you, so congratulations. Up from politics, senior political reporter? Columnist, yes. Right. This is as symbolic as it gets here in Washington. President Obama marching into Capitol Hill to say, hey guys, help me out here. We've got to save this. Could it actually hurt his legacy that he's having to do that?
Well, it highlights how little he actually worked with Congress throughout his 8 years. To some extent, on Obamacare, he largely let Nancy Pelosi and the Senate chairman go ahead and write the bill, and he was very hands-off. He never had a good relationship, not just with congressional Republicans.
Or Democrats.
But, yeah, he also didn't have a good relationship with congressional Democrats, and I think that's a big part of his legacy, that he's a very sort of introverted man, very sure of himself. He never had that ability to work very well with Capitol Hill on either side. And when he showed up on the Hill today, our reporters at the Examiner said the Democrats walked out. He didn't give us any battle plan. He didn't give us any help. He just sort of got nostalgic and started talking about wasn't it great that we passed this law?
Right. And I saw him, he just sort of waved. And to me, that's going to be the image of the end of his presidency, is he's leaving the Capitol saying, well, I tried my best, and now they're going to get the law. Your paper published a piece yesterday called Obama, a failure on his own terms, saying he failed on race relations, he polarized politics, he empowered lobbyists. It's pretty harsh stuff. Is this how you think he will go down in history?
Yes, because a large part of his appeal, I mean, some of the left will love him no matter what, though some have criticism of it, but a large part of his appeal was sort of reaching across party lines. And those examples that we gave of sort of taking power away from the special interests, healing the partisan divide, those were things that he promised that had these cross-partisan, cross-ideological appeals. And I think if you just look at the lay of the land today, it's obvious that he didn't succeed. And on some of them, we can point out why, that he didn't really have much respect for opposing viewpoints, and that showed up during the Obamacare debates 8 years ago.
So let's flip it. Now we're in a new era. Yesterday, President-elect Trump criticized GOP efforts to reform the ethics office. And House Republicans went, whoa, wait a minute. They quickly changed their tune. And is that going to be the norm now in the Trump administration?
There's a lot of very interesting dynamics, because when the House Republicans moved forward on that plan to change the ethics office, that was over the objections of Paul Ryan, who they then elected the Speaker of the House. And then when Donald Trump had the tweet and there was a bunch of public outcry, then they reversed. So how do these unruly House Republicans, Paul Ryan trying to get them in line, and Donald Trump in his own completely different ways try to get them in line? There's too much going on here to know exactly what the dynamic is, but for us, political reporters, it's going to be very fun to watch how all these parts interact.
It's amazing how much more glued to Twitter I am now to see what the president-elect has to say.
This dynamic is very different than any we've had in either party.
You're right. It'll be fun and interesting. Thank you so much, Tim Carney, commentary editor with the Washington Examiner.
Thank you.